What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. There's 84 woodcutting. One more level and we can boost to 90. It has been quite a long journey to get here, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, 85 woodcutting. Oh, we can finally boost to redwoods. I think I have some brown spice in my bank, so let's go get that done. Oh man, that took so long. Let's go. I wanted to show you guys the woodcutting method that is super AFK. I used it for a couple levels, but it was super nice. So main things you're gonna need is 62 plus woodcutting, and then you need Sins of the Father completed. So once you have that completed, you'll get Draken's Medallion. You're going to want to teleport to Darkmire. Darkmire brings you into the Vampire City. Once you're here, you can see it on the map. You're basically going to go to this little tree icon here in the middle of the city. So when you're running through, you can pray melee and you won't get hurt. I'm not really too worried about it because it doesn't really matter all that much. Gear-wise, just lumberjack outfit if you have it. I still have my setup that I was using at Celiceps. Celiceps are definitely nice if you want to be a little bit more active, but this is pretty AFK. So Blisterwood tree here, if you have a felling axe, is a little bit better XP. I was getting over 50k XP when I was like barely paying attention. But the nice thing is, when you see that animation there, it means that your character stopped woodcutting. All you gotta do is click again. The tree never depletes, which means you don't have to go running around or anything. You just have to click back every time a spider jumps on you. It's a 1 in 10 chance for a spider to jump on you, so it's not going to jump on you every time, so it's pretty quick. I like to bring my log basket and then just fill up the inventory, and then I would basically drop everything, do check on the log basket, put the logs in the inventory, and then drop those as well. So super AFK. It was really nice when I was watching movies and whatnot because with the idle notifier, my screen would basically blink or notify me that I stopped woodcutting. So I didn't have to pay super close attention. And without it moving, I don't have to really focus at all. I could literally just line up my click and then just focus on anything else. So super nice. I feel like it's not talked about all that much. I know when it first came out, they like nerfed the XP rates, and then later on that year, they then reverted it back to its normal XP rates. So it's pretty solid, honestly. It's pretty good. I'll probably do this in the future as well whenever I come back to woodcutting. But now that I'm 85, I can't imagine that I'm gonna woodcut again for quite a long time. So also, guys, I know that we are currently about 10 subs off of 8,000. So I know you guys got me on that. But like I said in a previous video, our goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you do enjoy the content in the videos, please be sure to drop a sub and drop a like. I appreciate all of you. Let's get back to the video. All right, we stacked up on a bunch of brown spice last time we were doing our crafting boost. So hopefully we should be able to get a +5 woodcutting out of everything that we have here. And then we'll probably have to do a hop method because I need 6 redwoods for my lantern, but I need only 1 for my elite diary. So we need to come out with 6 logs. There we go. I got it and it immediately ticked down. No way. I didn't even have a time to react. Oh my god, I got another one, please. Oh my gosh. All right, I got my redwood logs. It took a lot of hopping once I finally got my boost. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. All right, yeah, like I feel like the craziest part of it was you basically have like I don't know. I read you had like a 12-second window, but it looks like it's a lot longer because I've been on for 30 seconds now and it hasn't dropped, but I needed to be safe this time. So, let's get out our abyssal lantern here and get out a tinder box. And then we can extinguish the yew logs that are in there. We can add the redwood logs to it and light it up. Boom. We now have the abyssal lantern with the redwood logs, which is really nice benefit. The reason I wanted the redwood one is because I want to go back to Guardians of the Rift and do some more rune crafting. Also, the red looks sick, but the best part of this, and I'll put it on the screen here, so with the redwood logs in there, the essence pouches don't degrade, so I don't have to worry about bringing lunars to get it repaired in between games, which honestly wasn't that big of a deal. But they don't degrade, and then you also get the effects of oak and willow as well, which oak gives you a 5% chance to double your contribution points and increases point contribution, and then willow increases the amount of runes crafted by 5%. So pretty nice benefits there. But to be honest, I guess I'm really only going to use the redwoods in here for maybe the next like 6 or so levels, or at least until I have the full outfit from Guardians of the Rift. Because after that, once I can do Blood Moon, or not Blood Moon, sorry, Blood Rune Crafting, which is at 77, I believe. Once I can do that, I'm just going to want to put the Blisterwood logs in there to increase the amount of blood runes by 20%. However, that's only in the game, I'm pretty sure, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep these in here. To show you guys, another big reason for getting that boost out of the way for the Redwood logs was for the Karen and Kibos Elite Diary. We're at 40 out of 43 completed tasks, so the only few tasks we have left is 77 rune crafting, which we're 71 right now, so our goal of getting the entire Temple of the Eye outfit should get us there pretty quick. And then beyond that, just a couple things we need to do. But the other requirement is 85 farming, which that should be pretty simple. I mean, I have 83 right now. I'm going to go do a farm run of some trees. I don't have any more hardwood seeds. I only have like magic seeds, but that alone, from what I have planted between that and the hardwood stuff, should be a level. I should get to 84, and then I could probably boost from there anyway. So really all we need is 77 rune crafting, and then we're chilling. We'll have this done. And once we get it done, I'll show you guys what the rewards are from that. There is 84 farming. We can definitely work with that. We got like 182k XP from the farm run I just did. It did take like 30 minutes to do everything. It was some fruit trees, normal trees, and some herbs. So that was a great time. Lots of fun. We're going to get started on that last task of the Elite Diary. As I'm sure everybody knows, this portion of the farming guild, you can't actually go until you're 85 farming. With the garden pie, you get a +3 boost. So I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to run in here. And you're allowed in because I'm boosted over the level. So from here, we can rake this if I actually had a rake on me. So we're going to rake that and hopefully plant the Celestia seed. Takes like 13 hours to grow, so we're just going to hang out. Well, not hang out. We're going to do some other stuff, and then we will check back on that and complete that task. So that'll be nice. There's 72 rune crafting. Oh, nice. There's 73 rune crafting. 2 more levels, and I can hold more essence in my pouch. And XP rates will go up a little bit too. Alright, we're going to make some binding necklaces just to up the amount of XP and points we actually get from Guardians of the Rift. I feel like I'm trolling by not doing it. I just didn't really feel like making binding necklaces before, but I think it's worth it. We're sitting at 73.5 runecrafting XP right now. We need to get to 77. Hopefully by then we'll have the points as well to get at least another piece of the outfit. 2 would be insane though. And that should be our task completed for making a battle staff. So that's pretty nice. And then also, I have a spirit tree here at the farming guild as well. So, kind of nice, even though we're not 85 farming quite yet. But we're set up for big things. Yeah, so with that, we pretty much have everything in this Elite Diary done. Just create an Apital teleport tab, which is easy. We can do that at any point. And then craft 1 or more blood runes from Dark Essence fragments. So that is the only tricky one. Like I said, we could probably boost for that, but I just want to get the 77 because I want the outfit and everything for our rune crafting grind later on. Yeah, combination runes are definitely the play. Like, I got 400 elemental and 200 catalytic on this run, and it was like pretty low effort to do. So there's 74 rune crafting. Guys, I don't know how many of you know this, but when you do deposit runes here, if you have a locked inventory slot, it won't deposit those runes. I did not know that until literally just now. I was always like super scared to accidentally deposit my air runes, and then I realized that, oh my god, it's so nice now. Now I don't really care what rune I can make, and I can just one click it. Because otherwise, if you use rune on the deposit pool, you have to choose every time. You have to choose like how many to deposit. I mean, there's an all option, but it's like 2 or 3 extra clicks. Oh, there's 75 rune crafting. I can hold more things in my pouches now. Let's go. I think I can hold maybe 19 now instead of 16 or something like that. Let me see. Rune pouches. Actually, I'm not 100% sure because Giant's pouch is 12. 27 now. That's going to increase our XP by a lot. There's 76 rune crafting, one more level to go, and we are ready to complete our diary. Oh, also, that was my 2000 total level. I just realized that. That is pretty wild, honestly. There we go. 77 rune crafting. All right, we finally got 77 rune crafting, so we can go complete our diary. But before that, I want to use up all my searches here. We have basically 236 pulls here at the Guardians of the Rift. Hopefully we can get enough Abyssal Pearls to get the top and the hat. I don't know if we'll be able to get both, but we're going to go ahead and try. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling these. I'm not going to record the entire thing, but I will show you the end loot, and I will also let you guys know if I get anything special. Let's get it. We did get a duplicate Abyssal Green die. All right, we've actually gotten 2 more Abyssal Green dies, which is interesting. We also got a needle. I'm pretty sure you only get that if you were going to get the Abyssal Needle, which we already have. So we also got 4 intricate pouches. We'll deposit those for now. We'll hold on to the runes, keep those in our inventory. Okay, so after all those pulls, this is what we ended up with. These are all the runes we ended up getting. Pretty decent pull, I would say. Like I said, that was about 240 pulls. We got 3,000 chaos runes, some fire runes, 1,200 law runes, some blood runes, 1,200 death runes, which is pretty nice, 1,800 nature runes. We got a catalytic talisman, and then the other stuff that I had already gotten before that I already put in the bank. And then we also ended up getting 14 intricate rune pouches. So we're going to go ahead and open those. And we are going to go ahead and drop these talismans. I don't need these, and they're kind of getting in the way. I needed to do it now. I apologize. They were upsetting me. All right, let's go ahead and open these intricate pouches. I think we can get some abyssal pearls out of these as well. Oh, we got a lamp. That's interesting. I don't know how much XP or anything that's going to be. We got a lot of nature runes out of it. Yeah, so there's all the runes. We got a crystal key. We got a lamp. We use that on herb lore. 840 XP. Not the greatest showing. I mean, I just kind of want a pet or something, you know? All good, all good. All right, we ended up with 700 total pearls. Like I said, we only need the top and the hat. The top is 350. The hat is 400. No way we are. Oh my goodness. We're actually 50 pearls off. That's crazy. That's not bad, but that's still like, wow, we were so close. All right, that's good though. That's good. Next time we come back here, we can finish that off pretty quick. So that's cool. Let's go get this diary completed. All right, so like I said before, the last 2 tasks are to craft 1 or more blood runes from Dark Essence fragments and create an Apital teleport tablet. So we're gonna go get some Dark Essence to do the blood rune crafting, but also it's pretty interesting to create the Apital teleport. You actually need the Dark Essence block from up here, so that's pretty interesting. So the other reason this spot ends up being really nice, like I said, you need 77 rune crafting to actually do this, but it's nice because it's relatively AFK. Like as far as rune crafting goes, it's one of the most AFK methods. Now XP wise, it doesn't give like the most XP ever. I believe it's somewhere between 30 and 40k XP an hour, but it's super nice because you just click once, you wait for your inventory to get full, and then you chisel these, and then you just run down to the blood altar here, boom, run up to here if you have 73 agility, jump across, and then start the process over again. So it's very chill. Like it's something you could easily do, like if you're working or just doing anything, just because of how long it actually takes to get the blocks. For us, we don't actually need all of them, so we're just gonna take what we have now to complete our task here and go from there. All right, and then boom, we crafted some blood runes. 1k XP, 59 blood runes, and we completed our elite task. Now let's go finish the last one that we need. All right, and for the last task here, we need to make an Ape Atoll teleport tablet, which has to be done at the building here in Arceus while you have the Arceus spellbook active, and you need a Dark Essence block. So This is where you need to do that. We click on it, we click create. There we go. Congratulations, you've completed all of the elite tasks in the Koran and Kibos area. Speak to elites outside Koran Castle to claim your reward. Let's go get our reward, and I'll explain why it's so nice to have that diary completed. All right, so on screen here are all the rewards you get for completing the elite diary of Koren. Um, Basically, you get the teleports to Mount Karum, which is pretty nice. You get the 8% chance to catch 2 fish, which is cool. Some of the big ones, though, you get the demonic ashes from the Ash Sanctifier give you full prayer experience. So I use the Ash Sanctifier a lot at Abyssal Demons, so that's going to be really, really nice. The Antique Lamp's going to be super nice. 20 Slayer points for Konar tasks is going to be really nice. But one of the big, big things that's super, super important is the protection from the burn effect at the Karum Slayer dungeon without boots of stone, boots of brimstone, or granite boots. Basically, I don't need any specialized boots now when I'm running to Hydra. So a lot of people lose their gear there running back to obtain their gear from Hydra. Like if you die at Hydra, there's basically a little death bank there. You have to claim your items. If you die again somewhere else, you lose all those items. A lot of people forget to put on the correct boots to run through. So a lot of people have lost their stuff like that. 10% additional blood runes, which is pretty nice, and 10% chance of obtaining higher tier ores in the blast mine. But like I said, there was a couple of those that are super, super important that were really, really nice to get. The other ones are just kind of an added bonus. But we have our antique lamp here. Should give us 50k XP. That's of course going into Herblore. We need the extra XP in Herblore at all times. So now we have that done. Next episode, we will be doing some more PVM, and I have something exciting to do as far as PVM journey. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. If you're new and enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a sub, and if you're returning, I appreciate you. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.